Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the whispering pines, there lived a young boy named Jack. Every night, as the moon rose high in the sky and the stars twinkled like diamonds, Jack would tuck himself into bed and drift off to sleep, safe and sound in the comfort of his cozy room. But one fateful night, as the clock struck midnight and the world outside fell silent, Jack awoke to the sound of soft footsteps echoing through the hallway. At first, he thought it was just his imagination playing tricks on him, but as the footsteps drew nearer, he knew he was not alone. With a trembling heart, Jack pulled the covers up to his chin and listened intently, his breath catching in his throat as the footsteps grew louder and louder. And then, just as suddenly as they had begun, they stopped outside his bedroom door. For what felt like an eternity, Jack lay frozen in fear, waiting for whatever was lurking in the darkness to reveal itself. And then, with a creak of hinges, the door swung open, and Jack's blood ran cold as he beheld the figure standing in the doorway. It was a shadowy figure, its form obscured by darkness, its eyes gleaming with malevolence. Jack tried to scream, but no sound escaped his lips as the figure stepped into the room, its presence filling the air with a suffocating dread. With each step it took, Jack's heart pounded in his chest, his mind racing with fear and uncertainty. What did this midnight visitor want? And why had it chosen to come to him in the dead of night? As the figure drew closer, Jack felt a cold chill wash over him, its icy touch sending shivers down his spine. And then, with a voice like gravel and wind, the figure spoke, its words a whispered promise of terror and despair. "You cannot hide from me, Jack," it whispered, its voice echoing in the darkness. "I have come for you, and there is no escape." With a sudden burst of courage, Jack sprang from his bed and dashed towards the window, throwing it open with trembling hands and leaping out into the night. But as he landed on the soft grass below, he knew that his nightmare was far from over. For as he looked back at the house, he saw the figure standing in the window, its eyes burning with an otherworldly light. And then, with a final chilling laugh, it vanished into the darkness, leaving Jack alone with his fear. From that night on, Jack lived in constant terror of the midnight visitor, never knowing when it would return to claim him once more. And though he tried to convince himself that it was just a dream, he knew deep down that the horrors of that night were all too real. And so, as the moon rose high in the sky and the stars twinkled like diamonds, Jack would lie awake in bed, listening for the soft footsteps echoing through the hallway, knowing that the midnight visitor was always lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike again.